Hey folks, hope you guys are doing well as usual. It's been a while since I did a video on the L3, and it's been even longer since I did a maintenance video on the L3. But in the last few weeks, my brakes, the back brakes here, have not been working very well, and I'll show you what's happening here. If I pull them on, you can see that the brakes are not sticking very well. They're not stopping me. And so what's happened is I changed out the original zoom pads on the back ones. The front ones I kept the same, but on the back ones I changed them to some kind of higher spec ones, and I think what's happened is maybe they've got like a bit of a, with heat and wear, they've got a bit of a glazing on them, maybe like almost like a bit of a ceramic, which is why they're not working. When I originally put them on, they were really good, but now I've had some problems with them, so they're just not stopping me well enough. So I'm having to use my front brakes a lot more when I'm in traffic in London, and I don't like to use my front brakes as much, only because it puts a bit more stress on the bike, and then you know, it can put more wear on it. Whereas if I'm just braking on the back, it's just pulling the back, which is like, you know, solid piece of metal. So I try to avoid braking more on the front if I can. So what I'm going to do is, this was the original set of pads that came with it that I took out and replaced them. I'm going to put the original set back because they were working really well, and the only tools that I should need for this 5mm Allen key and a pair of long nose pliers. And all I'll be doing is releasing the brake line with the Allen key, and then if you can see, there's a, let me just get something. If you can see in here, the camera picks it up. I'll just be basically turning this back. Actually, I might do it now. So I've got the camera in the right place. Just straightening this out. When I did it last time, I didn't have a pair of long nose pliers, so I had to use basically a screwdriver to bend it. I managed to get a pair of long nose pliers from work, so hopefully I can get them in. Let me see, I'm going to put the camera down here. Right, it should, hopefully you should be able to see that. And what it is I usually film these types of videos on my phone, but I bought the new Insta360 Ace Pro, and so I'm filming it on that. Now I'm using the onboard microphone, so I'm hoping the onboard microphone picks up my voice quite well. If anybody's interested, I've got it set to the directional. I tried all three microphones, all three settings. I found the wind reduction one to be the worst, even in wind actually. So I never use that. Okay. So, oh, it's tight. Right. Even with long nose pliers, this is a bit of a pain. Okay. That's it. It's almost got there. A little bit more. That's it. Might have actually been better with doing the screwdriver trick again. Ah, that's it. It's almost there. Right. Let's see how much further that needs to go. A little bit more. Just getting the right angle on it. See if I can just pull it out and then straighten it. Yep. So that's now the pin that holds it in, holds the brake pads in. And what I'm going to do is just going to straighten it with the pliers so I can get it back in easier. Okay. Okay, so you can see it's straight now. So that should go straight back in if we wanted to push it back in. Let's see. Yeah, that's gone straight back through there, right? So, $5mm Allen key. I bought that set, S&R, and a while ago. They seem to be really good quality. Let's back that off. And so hopefully now I can just pull the old one out. Oh, yep, that's the spring come out. And then, yeah, it's one of the brake pads. Right, so now the pads are out. You can see they're not that worn down. They've still got quite a lot of pad left, but they just seem to be, I'm not sure why, they're just not stopping anymore. And this one seems to be pretty smooth as well. So these are the original ones that came with it. I took them out after about 100 miles. And they're quite good because they have the spring attached like that. So it makes it easier. So I'm going to put these back in now. Shouldn't be a big job. Wrong way. So it's this way here. Okay. And I should just push back in quite easily. Yep, that's okay. And then what I might do, just quickly, is give it a quick, I can just tighten this up quickly. Just to see how well it's going to work. Okay. I think those are working better. Put the pin back in. That's it. Okay. So that's the pin in. And then I might not try to bend it as much this time because I don't think it's ever going to come out really when I'm riding. So I'm just going to try and bend it a little bit. Bending these pliers, so that would probably do it. I might just give it a little bit more just to be on the safe side. Stuck. There we go. Just pushed it in. See if I can tighten this last little bit up here. It's not going to work like that. It's not really going to come out. That's it. That's pretty much, yeah. Okay, so now that's not going to come out right. Just bending down. Right. So I just tighten the brakes up a bit more. It might be a little bit tight, I might have to back it off. Let's see. Seems okay. I'm going to back it off just a fraction, just so I've got a bit more leverage on the lever. You don't want to do that up too tight, but you don't want it loose either. Right, so now we can test out. Yeah, and you can move the camera back a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Right. So you can see that brake is now locking up. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure if the microphone picked that up, but now you can see that that brake is locking up perfectly. Yeah. So that's how long it takes to change the brake pads, 15 minutes to do them. And you know, this is the second video I've done on changing these, and they're really simple. This is the old spring that came with the new ones. Not a very good system really. It didn't seem to sit very well on these, but it worked. And I'm not sure why these are not braking anymore, so I might have to throw these old ones away. And so I'll just come back here. So basically that is now a new set of pads put in on the L3, and braking is there. I can tighten it up a bit here just to, if I want it, but that's good. And I just I'm going to do another video. I was going to do another video when I hit 1,500 miles, 2,000 miles, but I've almost done 3,000. So I'll probably wait and do another video. But to be honest, you know, apart from these brakes that I just changed and this little seat here, problem with the seat which is pushing out, there's been absolutely nothing wrong with this bike. Everything works on it, you know, as it should. And it's been super reliable even in winter, even when in heavy rain. I've ridden it in basically torrential rain, and the electrics have all been fine. You know, nothing. It's never ever broken down on me in 2,000 miles, so it's been really reliable. And the battery here is just as good as the day I bought it. It's charging up fully. There's been no problems with the charger. Chain seems to be okay. I've never had to like tighten it up or anything. To be honest, I don't use the pedals that much. You know, I mainly use the throttle on it. But yeah, everything about this bike has been really good. And now that I've got these brakes changed and it'll be a bit more safer, I'll be, you know, a bit more confident in riding to work on it as well. So anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, or you're into e-bikes, or you want to know how to change the brakes on something, it'd be really good if you guys could like and subscribe, as it really helps the channel. You know, I've only got, I think, 17 subscribers at the moment, so It'd be really nice to get to like 500 sometime, but I'm not sure if there are that many people, you know, in the world that are really into Fiido bikes, or not that many people are into, like, I guess, electric bikes in general. But yeah, so it'd be great if you could subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another week or something when I do a quick update on the 2,000 miles.